Hello, hello, Berklee faculty colleagues. I hope this message finds you well. My name is Andrew Shryock, and I'm the Secretary-Treasurer for the Berklee Faculty Union. We've been getting lots of questions recently about unemployment assistance, specifically about eligibility and about benefits. So I'm going to take a few minutes to make a quick introductory video to the unemployment assistance program here in the state of Massachusetts. It's not meant to answer every question, but it's meant to get you started on the process. So the first question that many people have is about eligibility. I've lost work either at Berklee or elsewhere. I've lost gigs. I've lost summer teaching, whether it's 5-week or 12-week. Am I eligible for unemployment benefits? And the question that the state is going to ask to determine eligibility is whether you have suffered either a complete loss of work or a partial loss of work. And if the answer to either of those questions is yes, then you may be eligible. It will be worthwhile to submit an application for unemployment assistance. When it comes to a partial loss of work, the state threshold is 10% or greater. So if you have a workload that has been reduced 10% or more as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, you may be eligible. And so the next step is to determine what system to apply to. And this is where things become a little confusing in the early stages, because there's not only the standard, the traditional Massachusetts unemployment assistance, but there's now also this CARES supplement that we've heard so much about. And so this is very easy, actually, but I'm going to share my screen because perhaps you've seen either in the news or online, you've seen this flowchart, which helps you determine where you should apply, either to the state system or to the federal system. And so you can follow this flowchart. You can figure out where you fall in terms of categories, and you can follow the flowchart, or you can just go straight to the bottom. You can just cut to the chase. At the bottom, it says, don't know where to start. Apply for UI benefits first. UI benefits is a reference to the state unemployment assistance program. In the state of Massachusetts, unemployment assistance is managed by the Department of Unemployment Assistance, and so we can put that into Google. It will provide us in the search results with the state website. There we go. And on the state website, actually, there's all sorts of information. It's completely comprehensive, but as someone who's used this with some degree of frequency, my recommendation is simply to come down to the COVID-19 section. And again, we have a completely comprehensive treatment of unemployment assistance as it relates to the COVID-19 pandemic. But once again, as someone who's used this with some degree of frequency, what I find people find most useful is coming to this step-by-step guide. So we'll open this in a new window. This step-by-step guide is 57 pages long, but it provides you with a hand all the way through the application process. So first, in determining eligibility and which system, either state or federal, you should apply to, you see this familiar flowchart. There's a table of contents that follows. There's a list of materials that you need before you begin. So, for example, many folks are surprised to learn that they need to assemble their employment history for the past 15 months. But once you've gathered these documents, this guide will also take you through the entire claim application process. It will take you through every page on the online application site. And so really, this is the sort of guidance that most people will need. There is, in some cases, guidance that's specific to musicians, and the Boston Musicians Association has put together a great unemployment guide. I'm going to throw that up on the Berklee Faculty Union website, and so you can take a look at that guide as well. And this will be a supplement to the step-by-step guide provided by the state. It's not essential, but it may be helpful for folks who have not only lost teaching, but have also lost gig work. So if you are a performing musician and you've lost gigs, you've lost paid activity over the course of the summer, that Boston Musicians Guide will be helpful. And as I say, I'll put it right here on the documents page. And in the meantime, if you have any questions at all, any uncertainty, I recommend you get in touch with someone from the union. We're very glad to help. So if you go to the contact page on berkleefacultyunion.org, you can see all the ways to get in touch with us. Feel free to get in touch with our president, Will Silvio, our executive vice president, David Scott. But of course, I'm also encouraging you to get in touch with me, Andrew Shryock, and my email address is here. The spelling is a little tricky the first time around. If you've never emailed me before, the R comes before the Y, so it's SHRYOCK. And as I say, don't hesitate to get in touch if you have any questions, any concerns, any uncertainties about this unemployment process, because I know it can be a little tricky the first time around, but we want to make sure that if you're eligible, that you get access to the benefits you're entitled to. So I'll leave it there for now, but encourage you one final time to be in touch if you have questions or concerns. And until I talk to you, I hope you all have a pleasant and safe summer. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.